Hi friends, welcome to my channel. This is Leela. In the previous video we have done about the login request. So we have successfully implemented the login request and we are getting the token also from the login request. But we didn't do the errors thing. So for example here in this video, so in this one, if you try to submit any email ID that is not present, so if you click on login, we are getting that object. This is because of that error message. So how we have did that error message, right? So we have used that catch error and all those things. So in the same concept, we need to implement this catch error concept also in this login request. So in this video, we will try to implement the errors in the login request. So before continuing to this video, if you are coming first time to this channel, please do support me by subscribing to my channel so that I will be posting more and more front-end development courses. Okay, coming to this video. Before coming to this video, we have seen some errors is coming for me. App component.ts login is not present. Yeah, so we can go here and we can remove this one. Okay, so this is the one thing. So previous videos code we have written like that. That is the reason we are getting it is expecting the email and the password. So now that one is completed. Now we can go here and we can write the code. So now what is the thing we need to write? So we need to retrieve the errors. So how we can retrieve the errors? So we need to go to the auth service and here we need to write the for error thing same like pipe of catch error we need to implement the same thing. So we cannot copy this whole thing and we cannot do the duplication. So we need so we can do one thing is we can write this all code in one separate method so that each both sign up and login will be using that method only. So how we need to implement? So let's write a method that get error handler. Okay, I implement this one. So I will be getting the error response of type HTTP error response. This is of type HTTP error response. Okay, so this should be auto imported from the Angular common HTTP. So now auto import. Okay, so done. Now so here top you will be able to see that auto import HTTP error response from the common HTTP. Now what I will try to do? So this error response it will be getting from the catch error, right? So I will be copying this all the message. Okay, up to here I will be copying this code and I will paste this code here. Okay, so this is the thing. So it is returning the throw error and I can directly use this one directly in the place of here. So what I can do here, I can remove this one and here I can write this dot get error handler. Okay, so we don't need to keep this one. Automatically on catch error it will catch that one, it will execute that method. The same scenario here I can write dot pipe of catch error. Okay, so catch error I will be writing the catch error. In this catch error I am calling this dot get error handler. So I am writing the same method. Now if you see this auth REST API, if you go and if you see this auth REST API, let's check for this sign in with email and password what are the errors we have made they have given. For example here we have seen email already exists, we have seen for the sign up thing, right? In the same scenario for login also you will be having some error codes. So what you can say is if you come down here you can see email not found and invalid password. So we can use these both the things here. So if you go here get error handler, here in email exists is for register thing. So I can use the break and I can write case email not found. Okay, so if this is the case means we can write something like error message is equal to email not found. We can use this email not found and I can use the break here. And in the same scenario I can go case and I can use invalid password. Okay, so I can do error message invalid password. Okay, I can use the break here also. So these are the three cases. So these are the three cases we are having. Now if you go here we have written for the email not found and invalid password we have written, right? So in the same scenario we have used this one. So now we have used this one. So let's go to the auth component.ts and here we are capturing this error message and we are able to show this error message. So here For the login also catching the error and this dot get error handler. So the error response is going to the same method. If email not found, these are the things it will be executed and the corresponding error message will be going to the here the auth observable. Now let's try to check the output. If we try to check the output here, so let it refresh. Okay. Now what I will try to do, I will try to give some gibberish email ID, so which is not present in our database, and I will try to give some password. And if I click here, you'll be able to see that an error occurred. So why is this one is happening? Let's see. So if we go into this one, so we have did these all things, an error occurred. This one we are showing it, error response. Okay, dot pipe of catch error. Okay, we have used these all things. Let's try again. So let's try it again. @something.com and I am writing some password. If I write here, yeah, now you are able to see that email not found. So refresh problem. So email not found we got. So I will give the correct email, but I will try to give the wrong password. So I will be giving the wrong password. Now if I click here, invalid password, this one is able to display. If I give the correct email ID and the password, so we are having 1 2 3 4 5 6 as our password, right? If I click here in the console, if you try to check, you will be able to get the data. Okay, so we one thing what we can do is whenever executing, you can make this error as empty, so that it will not be displayed. So here I can keep this dot error is equal to null or empty, you can keep, so that you will be not able to display, you will be not displaying that one error message, invalid password, right? So for example, if I refresh this one, let me refresh. So saved it. Okay, so let me refresh this code. If I refresh this code, so now what I will try to do is I will try to give the correct email ID and the wrong password. So now we are showing that invalid password, right? Now if I show test@test.com and 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 6, now if I click on login, okay, so that one has been gone, but we got the data. Okay, so this is the way how we can display the error message in the Angular. So like this we can display. So this is how we will be displaying the error message, and we will be doing the login request and sign up request. Up to here we got the token and all those things. Now we will go to the next further steps, how we can maintain the token and how we can do the authentication. We will see. If you have any doubts or any suggestions in this video, please post the comment below to this video and I will try to give the reply. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.